Well, hello there, friends. Still cold out there, and today is Soup Monday. I got a fantastic soup, my friend. You heard of a cream of mushroom soup, right? A lot of you are using it. What about a cream of onion? That's what I got right there. It's delicious. It's creamy. It's delicate. It's got an amazing texture. I know you guys are gonna love it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Stay tuned. We're making it right now, friends. Okay, friends, well, let me show you how to make this delicious soup. It's very delicate, you'll see. So I got a lot of onion. I got about 4.5 pounds of yellow onion. Of course, if it's seasoned, like for us, it's May, June, July, August, we can get a Vidalia onion or there's a bunch of sweet onion, I forget their name. But in Florida, all we can get is the Vidalia in the summer. So otherwise, whatever onion you can find, don't worry about it. I got about 13 ounces of leeks. Look at those leeks. And I got some shallots. I want to show you how to cut them all, okay? Because it's really important. But you know what I'm going to do, though? I got my butter going over there. I got my 9 quarts pot that I'm going to cook the soup in. And I got also a fry pan here because to caramelize the onion, it goes a lot faster if you do it in the fry pan. So if you have the time, because an onion soup, you caramelize the onion and then you cook it in the soup, okay, which is a little different than in many cases. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of it right there, and I'm going to caramelize them, and then of course I'm going to continue doing them after. So I got them right here in the in a pot, and I'm also going to put some in here, and I'm going to caramelize them. While they're doing this, while they're doing their caramelization, because it looks like a lot of onion, but it's not. I'm telling you, friends. This was about, I'd say about 5 of those size right there. And so it's extremely important that we caramelize them. Let me explain how do we want to cut them. So remember, they're going to fit on the spoon, right? You're eating a soup with a spoon. You want to make sure your pieces of onion fit on the spoon. You know, they're going to reduce a little bit as they cook, but they can't be much bigger than this. If you have a long piece of onion, I see people, they're cutting it, and they got them long pieces of onion. It doesn't fit on the spoon. If it doesn't fit on the spoon, guess what? It's not going to be pleasant to eat, friends. Oh, you know, I always forget. I was going to use regular salt, but I got onion salt. Oh, yeah, it's delicious. My onion sauce is delicious. Oh, yeah, oh, no. So anyway, where was I? Okay, I forgot where I was at, but I'm going to get right back into it. So I'm going to show you, you watch. It's really important we get beautiful caramelization, friends, and then we'll cook them. So, how do we cut them? Like I said, I was telling you about the size of the onion because you don't want it to be too big. So what I do, oh, by the way, you also always, and I know I've said that a million times, and for those of you that have been watching the channel for a long time, you cut an onion pole to pole, roots to top. Okay, you cut it this way. You don't cut it the other way. You see a lot of people cutting it the other way. And if you cut it the other way, you end up with an onion that doesn't have the right texture, friends. It really doesn't have the right texture. When you saute an onion, especially when you're going to have it like this, you don't want to cut it the other way. It has a terrible texture when you cut it against. You only cut it against when you do onion rings. It's the only time you do that. All right? So now, pole to pole, we continue pole to pole. And now if I were to slice them like that, I'll have them long strips. So it depends the size of the onion. You want to at least cut them in half. Okay? And if they're bigger than this, sometimes I got bigger one and I cut them in 3 times. And it's okay too. Okay? And then what you do, you go up and down like this. See? You're not cut them too big now. Remember. So you get to the top right there, and it's a little... it's not exactly easy when you get to the top. So you know what I do? I put it down. Well, Normally I put it down better than this, but when the camera rolls, I always get messed up. So look, I put it down and then I continue slicing. Okay, it's very simple. Remember, we never do anything complicated, okay? When you understand it, why you want to do this. So what I'm going to do, friends, I'm going to continue sauteing them. I wanted to show you. Oh, not finished yet. Hold on, I got to show you the other stuff. I got to show you the shallots. And now shallots is another onion, and leek is another onion. As far as I'm concerned, you know, they all have a root system. I don't know if they're all from the lily family. I'm not. Some people are going to be expert and they're going to go, no, they're not. Okay, well, whatever. It's okay. When I get the leeks, look, this is how I get them from this grocery store called Trader Joe. I don't know if you got a Trader Joe where it is, but they come in 2 into a pack. It's really, really good because sometimes my grocery store probably doesn't have any nice leeks at all. So I got to go and look for them. I don't know about you, but when I go shopping, I got 3 grocery stores I go to. I go to Publix, I go to Whole Foods, and I go to Trader Joe. That's the 3 grocery stores. Usually every day, I go to 3 grocery stores. I know exactly where to go and everything, and I like it. So look, leeks. Leeks, normally they're very dirty. So what you want to do, those are not dirty either. I don't understand why, but they're not. They're having no scent in it. You cut them in half, and then you just take it like this, and just like this, friends, you see? Again, you don't want to cut them big, okay? Just like this. See, a child could do this. Just be careful with the knife when you get the child, okay? Because, here we go. All right, make sure you get, especially when you get to the end, you really want it to be, you want it to be very careful because, see, it moves. So it's not always, you have to pay attention. All right, so I got them right there, and then what I do is I break them up. You see, look, break them up. Talking about that, let me see how am I doing over there. You see, we're starting to get some nice caramelization. You see? Now, if you fill up the pot completely with the onion, you fill up the pot completely with the onion, they're gonna cook, but they're gonna steam. You see, the reason why it goes a lot faster in a fry pan than it does in a pot is because the moisture in the pot stays on top. You see it? See right there? The moisture stays. Here, the moisture escapes. So if there's not as much moisture, then it caramelizes quicker. Okay, that's really the easy concept to understand. So, okay, so make sure you fluff them. You fluff them. That's a new culinary term we're learning today. We're fluffing the leeks. All right, so here we go. It looks like a lot, but let me tell you, they're going to reduce down to nothing. You'll be amazed. Shallots, same thing. You got a shallot right there. And if they're big, you want to cut them in half. But if they're not big, you can just cut them like this, you see? And then when you get to the end, it's a little complicated, right? So you just go like this. And you can put the whole thing as long as you clean both ends of it. Okay? And do the same thing right there. So you got nice pieces of shallots. All right? So we're going to continue sauteing the onion, get them all beautiful golden brown. And when they're nice and golden brown, I'm going to come back when they're all done. I like to do them in batches. You can do it all at once if you want, but they're not going to be as brown. If you put them all in here, they'll cook, but they're not going to be as pretty as brown, okay? So I'm going to continue doing this, friends. And now all my, see, we're getting some nice color. And when my onion are nice golden brown, I'll come back and I'll show you how I put the whole thing together, okay? See you in a minute. Okay, friends, as you can see, look at this. There's not much left. Okay, they're beautifully caramelized. We did the same really quick for the leeks and the shallots. And I am going to show you the next step. Now, in my regular onion soup, the one that I did a couple years ago, or maybe it was more than a couple years ago, I thicken the soup with a roux, and which is just flour and butter. Well, I got the butter in here this time to saute all my onion. So they are sauteed, they're beautiful. And as a thickener, I'm going to use potato this time, friends. And now I may still use a little flour, and I'll show you how to do that later, like almost when it's finished to cook. So I got some Yukon Gold potatoes. Then the dice, doesn't matter how you dice them. It's really not that important, because now all of this, friends, all of this is going to get pureed. And the starch from the potatoes is what's going to give us the beautiful mouthfeel. Because remember, it's all about the texture. All right? So, you'll see. I'm going to do it. Now, I'm going to show you. I've got a healthy spoon of chopped garlic. Maybe 2 tablespoons of garlic. It's going to be mild because it's going to get poached. When garlic is poached, it's very mild. I have a tablespoon of fresh thyme, chopped fresh thyme, and it's starting to smell already amazing. So now we're going to take the potatoes, friends, and this is, I forgot exactly how much potato I put in. Oh, I wrote it down, see? 1 pound and 13 ounces. So about 840 grams, almost a kilo of potatoes. The onion, I told you the size. I told you everything, right? The onion, I told you, was a 4 pound with 5 ounces, so about 2 kilos. The shallots was about 6-7 ounces, and the leeks about 11-12 ounces, somewhere around there. It doesn't have to be exact, whatever measurement you get. So let's take the potatoes and put them here. All right? And this is going to get all puree, friends. And we are going to use 3 kinds of stock. I have this is 3 cups of beef stock. You can make this all vegetarian by using a good vegetable stock. There'll be nothing wrong with this. It'll be delicious. I'll tell you about a vegetable stock that I found that is delicious in a minute. We are going to put, so that was 3 cups of beef. We're going to put 3 cups of chicken. This is a homemade one that we make. You've seen it. It's on the channel. Maybe we use 4 cups of chicken. Okay, 4 cups of chicken, 3 cups of beef, right? And then for the vegetable stock, I told you about this product called Bonafide. They don't sponsor the show, so don't think I'm telling you. The reason why I'm telling you that, friends, is because it's good. And if you look at the ingredients, I told you that the last time. Let me see. Shake well before using. Oh, okay. Let me see. It's got only organic ingredient. It's an organic product. It's got organic filtered water, organic onion, organic celery, organic carrots, organic mushrooms, organic leek. Not one, and you get all the way down with the parsley and everything, not one single preservative, chemical stuff they normally put in people's food. I'm telling you, it's delicious. I'm not one to buy product at the store now already made, because usually I find them bleh, right? But this is absolutely amazing. If you were to buy all the vegetables, spend a few hours making it, I don't think you can make it better than this. I'm telling you, it's really, really delicious. We're going to use about a couple of cups of vegetable stock. Couple of cups of vegetable stock. All right? And I'm telling you, it's delicious, my friends. It really is. Really, really, really is delicious. And all we're going to do now, we're going to put some salt. And because remember, there's no salt in this one either. No salt. So none of my stock have salt. Be careful. If you have salt, you may want to watch and wait toward the end before you can put your salt, okay? A pepper. And we're going to cook this, friends, for about an hour and a half. In an hour and a half from now, we are going to, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to show you how do we turn this into a cream of onion soup. Delicious. It's going to be fantastic. And I also show you how to thicken it to have the perfect texture. It's got to stay on your tongue. It's got to have the right creamy, smooth texture. All right, so see you in a little while, friends, when these things are cooked and the potatoes are soft, and we can move forward. See you in a minute. Okay, friends, about an hour and a half went by. You know when you're ready, when your potatoes are soft, and you test the onion and they're nice and soft. You know, Jack mentioned something. He says, why do you pay so much attention to how you cut the slice of onion? Because you're going to puree them all. Duh. Huh. We're going to put him to cook here one day. He was right. I don't need to pay attention. I thought I was making my classic onion soup. But if you make the classic onion soup, which means you're going to serve it like this. Let me get a spoon. Let me get a spoon. If you serve it like this, you see, friends, then of course you don't put any potatoes in there, but you would want the onion, you want to make sure the onion fit on your spoon, the pieces. See? Otherwise they're too long. Here, look what happened. And then you know what happened, right? But they're good. All right, so now we're going to do different. This is how we come with the idea of a cream of onion soup, not cream of mushroom. I heard of that. Cream of mushroom, everybody makes sauces with it. Well, cream of onion, much better. So I got an immersion blender. Everything is hot. It's ready to go. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you that, but I cooked. You got the camera in here, or you want me to move it? I can show them later. I'll show them later. You good? I saved a couple of pieces of onion and shallots and leeks, and I sauteed them very, very gently in butter for at least a half hour, very gently so they didn't burn, and I'll use them as decoration. So now we're gonna puree the whole thing, okay? So you take an immersion blender and you puree this until it's smooth as silk, my friends. We're gonna put some more liquid in there. What kind of liquid are we gonna put in? You don't have to do this, but I highly recommend it. Take a little bit of port wine. I use a ruby port. And a little bit of Harvey's Bristol cream cherry. Like I say, you don't have to do this. But trust me, my friends, it gives a nice little extra flavor, okay? And then we're gonna put a little cream. We are using heavy whipping cream. Let me just put that in there. Just like this a little bit of heavy whipping cream. That was about, I don't know, what would you say, 3/4 of a cup? I may need a little bit more. I got some in the fridge. I brought it just in case. And it looked like we're not gonna need to add any more flour to thicken. I'm still gonna show you a little bit how I would have done it if I needed to. At this point, my friends, it is crucial. Then you have a very, very, very smooth, let me take this out of there. I have a little extra stock if I need it. So I'm not gonna need the flour, but I wanna show you anyway. For those of you that have not seen how I normally do it, but this is perfect. It looks like we're gonna have a beautiful texture. You want to leave this in there as long as you possibly can leave it in there, friends. If you don't have an immersion blender, put it in a regular blender. Leave it in there 5-10 minutes. Don't be afraid, it'll make it smooth. And smooth is everything. Remember, the texture is a conductor of flavor. Don't forget, if it's too thin or if it's too thick, it doesn't work, right? We know for sure. Same flavor, same ingredient. I could make this soup too thin or I could make it too thick and it will not work. It has to be thick enough so it coats the tongue. Remember, it's all about the tongue. I talk about the tongue all the time, but it's really important. It's all about the tongue. The taste buds are on the tongue, not down there. So it's important that your food touches your tongue just the right way, especially your soup, eh? Especially your soup. Ice cream. I'm in ice cream mode and it's freezing outside. Well, you guys don't think it's freezing in Florida, but it gets cold. Let me tell you, I know nothing like you guys. Up north, mamma mia, snowstorm. Look at this. You see what I'm referring, my friends? You see? The moment I'm always looking for. Look at this, look at this. Wow. It might be just a touch too thick. A touch too thick. And it could be pureed more. Oh, man, it's hot. I tell you, they make it really hot these days. A little more salt. And I tell you what, could use a little more sherry. Just measure it carefully. Oh, you know, I should have put the onion salt. I keep forgetting I got the onion salt. Onion salt. I think we could use a little more cream. But you know what? I know where there's more. I know where there's more. Here we go. I told you. I knew where there was more. Right there. There you go. Just a little bit. Right there, my friends. And this is what I'm looking for. You see? All right. Look how beautiful that is, friends. This is, let me take this out of there. This is what I call a cream of onion soup. I made a little Parmigiano Reggiano crouton. I just took some nice bread, sliced it, put some Parmigiano Reggiano on it, a little bit of parsley, and I'm going to put them on. I'm going to serve them with it. If I put Parmigiano Reggiano, you could put Gruyere, more traditional, right? And look how beautiful that is. It's all about the texture. So you can make it thinner, you can make it thicker, but I think it's perfect. I think it's gorgeous. I always add a little stock just in case I need it, but I really don't. I think it's perfect, just like this. Just like this. You see? Look how beautiful that is. And it's and then what we're going to do, friends, we're going to take some of the onion and shallots that are reserved. Going to put it right in the middle, just right there in the middle. So since I cook them very slowly in butter, they're going to be perfectly fine to mix in the soup. You see? Right like that. And then you take a couple of croutons, my friends, and put them in here like this. However you want to put them in. Maybe just one side is good enough. Right there, what do you think? And right there, my friends, you have a very elegant, delicious cream of onion soup. Oh yeah, see, look how beautiful that is. Look at this. Who is hot? It's hot, but it's really delicious. Got all of the flavors of all the different onions in there. My friend, this. I love my job. Now, friends, I hope you like it. This is really fantastic. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching. Wow, this is delicious. Could have made it a little thinner, but if I made it thinner, then it might be too thin. I think it's perfect. What do you think, Jack? You like it? Well, I think we should just eat it. Let's go eat it. I gotta make more crouton. We don't have enough crouton right there. I only got a few of them. I gotta make some more. Huh.